Good morning, everyone. All right. Once again, good morning. Just make sure my sound's working. Yeah. Let's see. Still not hearing myself over here because I don't have my headphones plugged into the right computer. All right. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Ooh. So it should be a pretty interesting day. As I put in the chat here, I try to put all the pre-market stuff in the chat. That way, in case someone misses it and shows up late, and that way you can kind of see what we're looking at. As far as the ES goes. All right, so our London low is sitting down at the 20,100, which it looks like we're heading that way. We only got about 20 points away. I don't know if I really consider the Asian market low as the 70, but this is where we opened at this morning, or overnight. Another thing that I put in the chat, if you go back and look at Friday, we are still within this 1 hour candle from Friday, or the opening range. So what the election being tomorrow, with every new president we get in the United States, it seems like there's always regulations change. So some companies will boom and some won't. Oh. What's up, Java? For some reason that won't let me change my settings. So just be careful if you are trading today. For some reason that my settings won't pop up till, I don't know. I don't really know what to expect the next couple of days, Java. It's nearing the bottom. So you thinking maybe straight back up today? Well, the last hope for the Bulls is going to be your 57.28 on the ES. And if we lose that, we definitely could be going downtown today. Or even back below that 40, you could probably look for a good trade below the 40. So it's down by the demand zone. I mean, even looking at your EMAs, I mean, everything is kind of getting into a nice trend. You got the 200, you got your 100, your 50, your 21 and 9. So got a nice looking trend going on here. So so there's our London lows. Man, gonna have to break out before the market even opens. Come on. You think that's a liquidity grab? I don't know. I think they need to finish it off by pushing down to the 60s. That'll be our Sunday opening right here. Opening week gap down at the 70s. So go ahead and finish it off, and maybe we can look for a long. Until we know what the market has to offer, we're going to stay away from funded accounts, Java, just because it's the day before election and tomorrow's election day. I feel the market could be crazy the next couple days. Or we could not have no movement at all. It could just be just chop. Or another thing that would make it really hard, if we get those out of nowhere moves where you're sitting here trading and you get like a 50 or 60 point move out of nowhere and just wreck your account. To me, I find those type trading days even the worst because you have it's just so random. Good morning, Andy. You're back from Mexico or your cruise? Or was that all the one thing? I know a couple weeks ago said you're going like on a cruise, a golfing something, and to Mexico. Man. Oh well. Yeah, it's always nice to be back home after you leave home for a while. Cruise. Nice. I don't know if I could ever be a cruise. I get motion sickness real bad. Ooh, hopefully no one got faked out and jumped in that short there. Good morning, Charles. How are you doing today? Uh, like I've said, I put in the chat already. As right now, we're going to stick to evals today until we sure that we get some kind of movement today. We're not going to trade chop. It's the day before the election, so we could have some just crazy movement in the market. I don't know. I didn't talk to him this morning. Usually I talk to him every morning. He never said anything yesterday about not trading. So we had an Apex eval reset over the weekend. So that's what we're going to be trading today. So hopefully we can work on adding our third funded account with Apex. I really want to trade my Apex. All right, so guys, we got less than one. Oh, market's open. All right, we'll focus on the market real quick. What's up, Pine Tree? How are you doing today? I want to see all the EMA style down here with us going up here, just maybe retouching the 200 and sell back down. Ooh, straight up. Nice. That was a massive 1 minute candle there. Let's wait about 5 minutes until hopefully the market kind of calms down. Well, where are we at? Let me see. Remember, you have one at 740 back down on the ES. Man, it looks like we're just going to go straight down. If you're looking at this hour chart over here, this is our 1 hour chart. We broke these fair value gaps. And you have a lot of wicks down here on the 1 hour chart. So Pine Tree, was it you that told me you do the 5 minute opening? I feel like it was you, but I can't remember. Okay, so what I did this morning, I thought it was you that told me that. So this first square that I have on my chart right here is the 5 minute opening gap. So we're going to have it marked out. So, okay, so you're saying that I've never really messed with that 5 minute, but I've heard about it. So you're saying the retest is definitely a lot better than the breakout there, Charles? Not definitely, but it seems like a better win percentage. Okay. All right, so this is our initial balance here at the 60s. This is the overnight low here that we just went through. I mean, that's almost like your hour breakout, initial balance breakout from Friday. All right, so here's our 5 minutes. Our 5 minutes is sitting at about 30, 41, it looks like. About 41. Wait a minute, sorry. No, 40. Let's see. I'd have to put up a little bit. I can't see it. No, 44. So 2044 is going to be your 5 minute. So technically, I guess that was the 5 minute breakout here at the 44. So let's see if we can get a candle to retest back into the 5 minute here. The only thing that sucks about that's a massive stop loss, right? Doesn't your stop loss supposed to be at the top of the 5 minute, Charles? Candle? That's like a 100-point candle. Holy goodness. Like the hours chart's just on a mission right now, guys. Looks like 20,000 is probably the next target down. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. If you're looking at your hour chart over here, there's your next target down here. Want to see a pullback? Maybe we can get a entry here. Right now, our pivot's holding. So I just noticed that we just literally bounced off of the 40. So here's that 40 target that we had mentioned earlier. So this is what we need to lose. If we lose 40, the next target down on the ES is going to be your 2830. I think that's what I put in there. Yeah, 2830. Yeah. Either a pullback into the 5 minute or maybe start making like a little bear flag here. Yeah, I'll send Methodical Man a text and see if he's not trading today. All right, there's our 5-minute retest. You're in. Now, are you in short? I'm going to wait and see if this little trend line holds, or the make sure we don't get a 20 touch on the EMA. Because that 40 was a really big support area for the ES. I mean, that was a 50 test. We did. If this pushes back down here and holds this area here, then might be a good indicator of moving higher here. Got my cord stuck. Charles, what kind of profit target do you use whenever you do your 5 minutes? All right, continuing. So for some crazy reason, we push up to this 200. We may try a short off of this 200 EMA up here, or even find a support above our 50. Let me see where that is. So that's back above the London low. We're above the 50 moving average. Their opening range candle was sitting at the 16s. All right, let's see if we get that 200 touch here. All right, what about 10, 15 points away from the pivot, the 200? You would think that we'd get some kind of reaction up around these 42s. Where's overnight high at, guys? All right, the way at the 210. Wow, that'd be pretty awesome. Hopefully we can get a better looking pullback, make us a little bear flag into this area here for a trend break. Get all of our moving averages kind of moving in the right direction. Let's see where our Fibonacci has us. This is the opening. So definitely don't want to get long here just because we're into premium here. We really need a better looking pullback if all possible. Did anybody catch the V-short reversal here? Even if we break out above the 200 EMA, we're still going to wait just the fact that all of our moving averages are below there. Most of the time, we got to move back into those moving averages and bounce back off the 9 and the 20. Not a good looking bear flag here. All right, so now we're in the 10-minute macro. So technically, we're still within the 5-minute candle. Our 5-minute candle here, this is the printed. We had like a 100-point 5-minute candle. All right. Charles, did you try any other move this morning besides that 5 minute opening range? I mean, technically, the 5 minute range still held up. We never broke out of the top of it. Oh, excuse me. If we get through the 98s, we should sell back down to the 81s. You're looking for a trade for the double tops. Oh, crazy. All right. I'm gonna take a little stab at this, but it's still. I'm hoping the opening range low holds. If not, we'll just have to look for another entry here. All right, doesn't look like we're gonna be able to move on up. I thought we were gonna take another stab at this area up here. All right. Uh, I did have pulled that Fibonacci. I thought we were in the whatchamacallit. We were in the premium. We're at the POC. Point of control. It looked like the ES popped that freaking 60. Like, it's. That was the 10 o'clock news. Yeah, I didn't even. Factory orders. Was that 3-star news or what? I didn't even look. I forgot to even look at our news this morning. Just really not a lot to do right now, guys. We're just kind of waiting. I like to see us get above the 15-minute, the 200, and the VWAP here. God. Man. Was hoping we could get that 15-minute breakout. So far, small back-to-back losses. What's up, Aaron? Unfortunately, if we even get a winning trade, it's probably going to take most of it to get our red back. So, like I put in the chat, we're only sticking strictly to evals today. We're still just kind of waiting for the even the last 10-minute algo, like, you know, of the hour here. This is the box here for the last 10 minutes of the hour. I'm going to try it one more time, and if it fails this time, it fails. My goodness. All right, we got to put that account away for the day, guys. That's going to put us down $200 on that account. All right, so we're going to probably finish red on this eval here. Good morning, Clarity. How are you doing today? So I guess, unfortunately, I could not try that 3 times in a row on that 15 minutes. Yeah, to morning is we're starting off red this morning, so we're starting off 200 down today. We tried this 15-minute breakout twice, and it did not work out for us. What kind of trade did you get this morning, Clarity? I mean, we only had 2 good moves this morning. We had that initial opening trade where, we kind of broke out on the opening and we had the nice pullback. So now we're just kind of been chopping for the last, 40, 30 minutes or so. Mainly the opening. Nice. Yeah, I wish I was better at trading the opening to just trying to see those trades happening at the opening. So we already got us a nice little consolidation box here. I mean, we already kind of had a feeling from the get go that, being the day before the election, that we possibly could have some choppy price action today. Besides the 2 initial moves this morning, we haven't really had much after that. So if you were fortunate enough to take this big move down or this big move up, that would seem like pretty much all we've had to offer, as far as the market has to offer this morning. I know between listening to my Methodical Man and a few other people, a lot of people said it's probably. That's why I said I won't be trading fundeds today. All right. So far, our 15-minute range has been kind of a wall this morning, sitting at the 40s. I think I remember that 40s being a pretty big target last week, too. Just remember, if you are going to trade today, just try to keep your losses to a minimum. Try not to, risk on more than a couple $100 if you trade that way. Unfortunately, hopefully, if I can find 2 more trades, it'll take 1 trade to get my profit back, then probably a second trade to even get green. These are pretty ugly candles when you just got small bodies and wicks. You went short at the 140s? Nice. That was actually probably not a bad trade. I wish I don't know, kind of thought about it, because how many times we bounced off that freaking 40s. My kind of luck, Java, as soon as I jumped in short, that thing would have skyrocketed through it. To me, I always find the 15-minute breakout the worst is whenever you got, like, I don't know, 5+ candles just consolidating around it. If you're looking at the hour chart, man, definitely having a nice little pullback here. So maybe that's going to be our trend for the day. Just keep on moving down. I guess for the 15-minute today, we're going to have to just play where we wait for the breakout and retest on the 15-minute today. Got a nice little bear flag setting up on the 2-minute. So let's see if we can get above this freaking 40 here finally. If we can get above the 40, maybe print. But I'm not going to take the breakout candle. We got to wait for something to print above the 200 here. Good thing we're... So we're still in the battlegrounds of this 140 here. That's kind of what we're waiting to see if we can break above and maybe retest. At this point, I almost feel like every trade we enter is just going to be a battle. It's not going to go. You're going to have to sit there and just watch it bounce around. And luckily, if you get your 10 points, God, come on. Let's get above this 40. We need to find some support. We got another candle above it. This is where I've gotten burned, when I've taken these breakout candles without waiting for a candle to, print above it. We've been trying to take a candle through the 15 minutes. That was those 2 losses we took a while ago. I mean, at least we're above the 40. It'd be nice if we can pull back and retest the 40. All right, here comes that 40 retest. Let's see if this area is going to hold. Man, it looks like it just wants to go. All right, we're going to try it. We're above the pivot. We just need the 40 to hold up, and hopefully our pivot holds. We should have been. I wish I was able to pull the trigger back here on the 40s. Man, I feel like we're almost 20 points too late. One micro long. I wish I got a better entry on that clarity. I wish I would have been back in at the 40s. But after taking 2 straight losses, I was kind of nervous about pulling the trigger. Come on, let's give me some love today. All right. Here we go. Goodness. Got a little nervous on that one, guys. I'm not going to lie. We'll sell one more contract there. All right, so we got most of our contracts off on that one. So let's see if we can move higher up here. I'm not going to try anything over the 200 just because a lot of times we run into that. You're targeting 86. Nice. Hopefully we get it. I definitely wish we had a better entry because my entry is not that great. All right, so no runner love today, guys. No runner love. So maybe I can hop back in on 2 micros or something. That sucks that we got stopped out on that. So we're kind of building up a nice little trend here. I mean, unfortunately, we're going to have to let it move up, then pull back for us. What's up, Ponzi? How are you doing today? Wow, the perfect entry there was definitely the 40s, guys. If you're able to get on that long on that 40, that was like the sweet spot there. And I mean, I even sit there and saw it, and I still could not pull the trigger. I was so like, just because anytime you take more than those two losses, it made me nervous. It's like, man, I just don't know if I can handle three straight losers in a row starting out. Nice on the target hit, Candlelight. I wish I was still in there for the runner, but like I said, it happens. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Is I'm gonna try to jump back in Candlelight if we can get another decent pullback into the 9 or 21 EMAs. Man, a 50-point move from the 40s. That is insane. That's awesome. Awesome if anybody's still in this thing. So, yeah, the reason why I think Candlelight says she was targeting the 211s, that would be your London high here at the 211s. If anybody wants to know why Candlelight is targeting the 211s. Nice clarity. Oh, it's also the 15-minute 200. Let's slap that on there so I can see that. Ah, yes. I see. Nice. Let's see if we can get us a nice little bear flag here. What is that? Almost what? Just a 05. So we got a 20-point. We're in a 20-point pullback right now. You sold your put and reloaded. Nice. Man, I like to find an entry and just hold this thing for a long time. I feel like we could also possibly target the 270s too. 249. Yeah. I have that marked out. I don't remember what it was for. Okay, so that's our overnight Asian highs. So we definitely have getting a really nice pullback here, making a nice little bear flag. Oh, your runner didn't. Where were you targeting, Charity? Were you also targeting up there at the 211s? Man, maybe this is the pullback def in this area at the 70s. Just got to be patient and wait. You're looking for London highs? Just don't want to mess around and jump in one candle too early, and it has to have a deeper pullback, guys. Because these are some pretty weak looking candles. Yes. Didn't want to give away profit. All right, good deal. I'm glad we stayed out of that one. Maybe we can get a pivot bounce slash 21 bounce here. Ooh. We got up 5 points, but I need to hit about 8 or 9 points before I go to 5. So we're going to still give it a little bit. All right. So basically I hit the 9 ticks, and so we couldn't get above the 10 on that one, unfortunately. Just couldn't get the breakout there, guys. So the way I have my ATM strategy set up, if I hit 9 points and we don't break out right there on that 9 points, it usually pulls back and it'll stop me out for 5 points. So I'm not going to be greedy. If I can't get the 10, I'll at least take half. So that's kind of the way I have it set up. And then if that's the case, we'll look for the runner to try to get points after that. Man, sinuses have been horrible the last couple of days, guys. Whew, my goodness, come on. So we already kind of knew today was going to be a little bit of on the tougher side, guys. So we had our at least third move offer today. So far today, we just had 3 possible setups or moves that. So we had this move here, which unfortunately I didn't capitalize on the whole thing because I said if it retests the 40s, I want to get long. And unfortunately, I waited for we get above this pivot. And we had the initial move this morning and the initial move back up. So we've only had 3 opportunities for trades today, and we were only able to capitalize on one of them. I know there was a lot of people that was in this 40 trade here. I mean, I definitely feel like higher's the move here. It's just all about if you can get that entry for the move higher. Right now, we got some nice looking EMA set up. You got your 200, your 50, your 20, and your 9 here. So definitely getting a nice looking trend. You got your We yeah, IBH is set. So if you trade the initial balance high, it's sitting at 204. The only thing we have to worry about is the London highs is sitting up there at the 211s. And also, if you're looking at the 15-minute candles, the 200 is also sitting up at the 211s. All right. Do we try the inversion play here? But man, that's 54s. Oh, come on. I don't know. We're going to go to break even just because it's stuttering a little bit on me. Oh, well. May still get that push down, but I didn't like the fact that it was hesitating as soon as we touched those pivots down there. You still may get your 60 touch if you're looking for 10 points plus some off the bottom of this inversion gap fill. I mean, you figured we're up in premium here, so you would think we need a decent pullback here. So far today, guys, there have been no easy entries for myself. It's like almost every entry's been like a battle just to move down. No good follow through. Probably gonna get that better pullback here down to the 56s. Wow, I don't think we still hit the 10 points on that one, guys. Let's see. Is anybody else in any trades, or is everybody still just kind of being patient and waiting? Yeah, it's super choppy now, Candlelight. Like every trade's been tough entries today. Man, is this finally going to be the breakout we're looking for? It's like every entry's every trade's been nervous to jump in. That's probably going to be our pullback, and it's probably just going to go. Uh, Man, I would love to get an entry before we hit this IBH breakout. I really don't want to get in on the top of this like I do sometimes, just because of the at the highs that we're sitting up at the 11s. Good morning, Outer. Wow, had a bet you that was an order block there. Oh yeah, it's thank you, Clarity. Definitely no funded account trades for me today. Nothing but evals only, guys. So it looks like we got a new 15-minute candle. Man, I was kind of faked out on this short earlier. So we're not going to take it twice, guys. We're just going to have to sit there and just watch. Uh-oh, my camera got messed up. Sorry about that. That's kind of what I like to find as a long. I want a long so we can break out of this IBH up here. But every entry has just been tough this morning, Outer. I'm going to see if we break out of this IBH here. But we've been getting stuck here around the 90s these last couple times. I'm hoping that this may be the breakout finally. Bleach buy side, bleach. I don't know if I know what it mean by bleached. And we're just in this for 4 micros, guys. All right, we hit the 9. Let's see if we keep going. May pull back and hit my entry. Because I hit 9 and didn't quite get the 10, so that's kind of what's going on with my stop loss here. All right, so we broke out of that IBH. Let's see if I can get my second target. Oh, come on. Usually that's not a good sign if we pull back below our IBH level. And we just broke the 200 again. Oh, well, guys. No love for the runner today. We're just going to knock it down to 2 micros now and just see. We may try it again in a minute just to see if we can get this move higher. We got the highs sitting up there at the 211s for the London, and we got the Asian highs sitting up there at the 250s. So that's why I was targeting the 250s. We'll try it one more time, just with 2 micros this time. We're not going to try it with a lot. 2 micros max. And that'll just be those runners that we basically had a while ago that we didn't get. If it doesn't break out this time we just probably won't enter this again until we get above it, then pull back and retest. I was trying to get in 10 points before we take out those highs of the London, so that's why I tried to get in as soon as I could. And if you look at the ES, we kind of found support on a pivot here at the 64s. So hopefully the 64s can kind of hold this pivot here on the ES. We're kind of in between levels. You got this IBH way up here. And your next level is going to be 73. So just kind of have to wait a little bit, be patient, and see if it's going to pan out or not for us. Definitely, I don't think any of my entries have been pretty today. They've all been pretty bad. I think I missed my only good entry is whenever we pulled back and retested that 40, and I missed it. Hopefully it just gives me the London highs. London highs will just go to break even. The farthest that I would care for it to pull back would probably be your 80s and 90s here. You want to see the 2021 EMA hold up. If I was in larger size, I wouldn't be holding this. The only reason why we're holding it this deep down, just because, like I said, we're just in it for 2 micros. This is where we want to see it hopefully move back up, is off this 20 EMA here. If we lose the 20, more likely we're going all the way back to the 70s. It looks that way. We're struggling to move back up. A lot of times when you bounce off the 20, you want that to be instant. You don't want it to like just to lag around here. Just gonna put it right at the bottom of this. What do you want to call it? Fair value gap here. What are we in this trade for, like 80 bucks or something? Not a lot. What is that for? Yeah, I think $80. $80 of eval money, guys. So like I said in the beginning of the stream, we won't be trading funded account today because I don't know. You know, a lot of other traders have been saying the market's probably going to be crappy today because of the election tomorrow. We've only had really 3 good moves setups this morning. You had this first one down and one up. Then you had one more over here. Other than that, it's been choppy all morning. Like, I don't think I've had one trade this morning that we haven't had to sit through this. All right. Let's see here what is this, the 15 minutes? Looks like we're moving back down. Yeah, this stuff is tough today, Java. I feel like we're 50-50 right now. I have no idea. I mean, I thought we were going to continue higher, but right now it feels just like a 50-50. This is why we're only doing evals only today, Java, and try to risk at the most $100 per trade. No more than $100 per trade. So this way, if you take a loss, it's not super devastating. Like, there's no way I would want to hold this if I was in it for like deep contracts. Like, if I was in it for like 5 to 10 contracts as far as micro goes, there's no way in heck I'd be wanting to hold this. We're just in this for 2 micros at the moment. You know me, I got them paper hands. I'll be wanting to get out of the trades quick. It's a struggle to sit here and hold this crap like this. Now, I don't mind holding my runners. I just don't like holding my initial trade. Yeah, there's usually no setup on this breakout above your IBH outer. It's almost like a 50-50 trade, almost if you go back and do the back test on it. All right, here we are at the IBH again. Come on, London highs. We're just looking for the London highs and we'll go to break even. All right. There's your London highs. Oh, damn Just cannot get anything on the runners today, guys. So our target is going to be the Asian highs up here at the 40s and 50s. So I know as soon as I say, okay, we're not going to try to trade this no more, we'll get like some massive move. Luckily, we had our stop loss in a good spot. We had our stop loss just right below this gap here. So you would think since we're struggling to move higher that we would need a pullback into the 200 moving average. I mean, the 15 minutes still is pushing. If you're looking at your 15-minute charts, I mean, it's all wick. So you don't know if it wants to clear out this wick above the 200, above the 200. Oh, that's what it was. We hit the 200 on the 15 minutes. I forgot about that. So. "15 minutes trying to push." Just trying to look at some of these higher time frames and see if maybe this is the push back up. Man, I don't even know if yeah. I think we're going to wait for the push to retest for this because we done tried this multiple times, and every time that we try to get this breakout, it always pulls back through. Excuse me, guys. Is uh-oh, one of my monitors came unplugged. I don't know what happened there. Okay, there it goes. I was like, what's going on here? I was